Gaza has long been described as an open-air prison, enduring decades of blockade and recurrent conflict. Since 2006, the situation has worsened significantly, with restrictions on goods, services, and freedom of movement becoming a part of everyday life for 2.1 million people in Gaza.
It's escalated after 2006, especially after the political division between Palestinian political parties, and when the siege started to be imposed in Gaza. So it was very, very difficult because because movement and goods was like very severely restricted. So it's been always restriction of movement and goods. It's been difficult to travel. It's been difficult to plan for anything inside under the siege.
For 2 decades, Muslim Aid has been committed to the people of Gaza, providing £14 million in humanitarian aid. This has included education programs, healthcare, shelter, and clean water initiatives.
One of our key initiatives was our solar-powered water units, which were distributed across Gaza. These units provided 1 million litres of water to medical facilities, schools and nurseries. The impact was huge, ensuring clean water was provided to thousands of Palestinians. We know that 97% of those in Gaza did not have access to clean water, and this initiative was reversing that trend.
October 7th marked the start of a new chapter in Gaza's long history of hardship. The conflict escalated, bringing even more devastation to the people. Families have been torn apart, homes destroyed, and access to essential resources has been severely limited. Ola, Muslim Aid's country director, describes the situation from her perspective on the ground.
I was so scared, I was so worried, I was so uncertain of anything. I missed the plan for the future. I don't know where to go. I'm not sure if to stay in my home or I should leave. I was confused between helping others or surviving myself. I was really completely scared of losing one of my family, one of my beloved. Sometimes I feel like I was scared for if something happened and I didn't find a place or a hospital to go. And if I find the hospital, I might not find a treatment for me or for my children. So people now are exhausted. Unfortunately, they like living in very, very hardship situation. But they like waiting desperately for any agreement to be reached, because it was like they lost everything. Every one of the people inside Gaza lost something. Some lost family, some lost home, some lost livelihood. And after 10 months, it's very exhausting for them. It's beyond their capacity. No matter how they are resilient, but they are at the end, they are human. So it's like they are waiting. They are just waiting desperately.
Gaza's infrastructure has been crippled. Ola speaks about how limited access to basic necessities has left the population vulnerable and in desperate need of help.
And unfortunately, they have a limited access for all the basic needs. They have limited access for food, for water. The situation of environment is completely disastrous. So children have no access to education, people have no access to health. So it's really horrible for them.
The psychological toll has been immense, with families living in constant fear. Ola reflects on the human cost of the ongoing crisis.
I was sometimes asking myself if it's better to die together or someone of us live and remain so he can continue our journey. So it was a mix of feelings.
In response to the escalating humanitarian crisis, Muslim Aid has intensified its operations. Leveraging its long-established presence in Gaza, the organization has been able to provide vital aid to those most in need, despite the immense challenges.
How are you getting aid in? This is the most critical question that we receive as Muslim Aid. And the answer is that Muslim Aid has been operating for 2 decades. We have experienced and knowledgeable partners inside Gaza and across the Middle East.
Despite the logistical difficulties, Muslim Aid has successfully delivered aid, including food, medical supplies and shelter.
Muslim Aid has an agile strategic plan to ensure that we are working effectively and safely for those who are inside Gaza. We've got some exciting programs ready to be distributed, which includes shelter, mobile medical units, and access to clean water. We are working with relevant partners, including the Egyptian authorities, Turkish Red Crescent, and local partners within Gaza to distribute your aid and your amana.
So we follow the need, we identify where is the need, and we just to cover as much as we can. So we are helping people to relieve, providing them shelter, providing them water, providing them hygiene kit, food basket. We are also providing a good program about psychosocial support, because all people now are traumatized, so we feel like psychosocial support is important for them. Disabled people have urgent needs in this situation, so we are supporting disabled to secure shelter for them. We're also providing a medical project. We are providing some medication, some physical therapies, so that's mostly our project now.
Muslim Aid has had to adapt rapidly to the evolving situation. The organization's ability to distribute aid has been affected by various challenges, including security concerns and a lack of available resources.
So we have different challenges now. First, number one challenge is the security situation. So it's not secure to send our staff and our volunteers to work, but what we can, we are just trying to coordinate with other NGOs and to make whatever we can do to support people in shelter centers.
We have a bigger risk appetite, allowing us to leverage partners, looking for opportunities to channel aid through different ports inside Gaza. This has allowed us to effectively operate within Gaza and through Egypt, through the Rafah border and different crossings. There are actually 7 crossings within Gaza. Muslim Aid is looking at all of those different opportunities to ensure that we can safely provide humanitarian aid through these crossings into Gaza and help the thousands of Palestinians that desperately need our support.
Thanks to Muslim Aid's efforts in exploring every avenue to get aid into Gaza, the organization has been able to fund crucial projects through donations. This includes providing fully equipped ambulances for emergency medical care, 40-foot freight lorries carrying flour to support bread factories within Gaza, including gluten-free options, supplying water trucks that have delivered clean, life-saving water to thousands of displaced Gazans, distributing critical baby supplies to mothers in desperate need, and setting up shelter tents for families whose homes have been destroyed. Looking ahead, Muslim Aid is committed to not only providing immediate relief, but also planning for the future of Gaza.
Your donations continue to support our educational programs, ensuring that children and orphans have access to education and an opportunity to build livelihoods. We are planning for the future so that those children have a better future through your support.
I hope that justice will happen to the people of Gaza and they have their international rights, like they have the self-determination and better opportunity in economy. I hope that everyone in Gaza have a good opportunity and will be able to secure a good and dignified livelihood and kind of income to support him and his family. Really, I hope that we can urge people to love life again, to draw smile on their faces. That will be my hope for the people of Gaza. Everyone know what he can help, how he can help. So some can donate, some can protest, some can make a political pressure, some can. We should keep Gaza on the international agenda so we can achieve everything we want to achieve for the people by working together and by collaborating all efforts together, so we can bring peace and prosperity for people.
اللهم انصر المسلمين في كل مكان. اللهم انصر المسلمين في غزة وفي رفح وفي خان يونس وفي كل مكان يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم انصر المستضعفين في غزة يا ذا الجلال والإكرام يا الله يا أرحم الراحمين. وصل اللهم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين.